So I've received a little trade offer here. But I don't know, I think I'd rather just conquer them. I can't do anything about the fucking food shortage. Ah, the food shortage. So this is something that I wasn't really expecting to be an issue with going into this campaign. Uh man, just wait to see how this eventually will haunt me. But yeah, so the next section of this
At
video
your
is just going to
command.
be pretty much me just reassessing kind of what I had left
Commander.
after that hard couple fight battles
Ready
that
for
we went
battle.
through. I don't know, there used to be a way to like fucking shrink your guys into like full forces. I just don't quite understand how to do that.
We'll escape.
No, I did not want to do that shit yet.
Let them cower like kennel dogs. For the gods!
So pretty much, I just simulated the battle here to finish him off because I knew I didn't have any more archers, and that's all
You have
they had
captured a
left,
settlement.
pretty
I
much.
give thanks to Zeus that we
So I
have
was
such
like,
a
you know what?
commander.
I was just over it, essentially. I'm not gonna lie. So I simulated that one thankfully. Um, and yeah, so pretty much this completes the last little hoop I had to go through to conquer this whole little province. And so it's good news. It came with the cost, though. I definitely made some terrible decisions leading up with some of those fights, but you know I'm learning still, and that's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah,
Commander.
so let y'all get right back to it, though. All right. Damn, bro, that was a fucking battle, man. They did not just bend over. Oh, that's for sure, man. Now I got problems back at home. I gotta figure out here. So
At your
yeah,
command.
we have some big problems at home.
Hourly patrol.
Right now, our population's looking pretty damn poor. Not our population, our popularity. And so that's not good. And I didn't realize how long this would take me actually to bounce back. It takes me a little bit. So right now I'm just kind of taking a gander at the skill tree now for the first time. Uh, this is all new to me, so I'm just kind of sponging it up. Um, but yeah, so I'm not gonna go too in detail with that. If y'all want to learn more about like the specifics of all these, feel free to just wiki it or something on your own time, because that would just take me forever to break that down. And but that's what I'm doing. I'm just reading them. Um, I think every so often I might read some out loud, and I'll cut those in just because you know I took the time to read them, so I might as well put them in. But otherwise, though, I wouldn't expect that all the time from me, and I will just edit around it. So in this next portion of this video, I'm pretty much just gonna start going into seeing what my options are for the new town I just conquered. So I start looking at ways that maybe can expand the market, or maybe build some farmland, or build a ship dock, or whatever. You know, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing in this next little segment. So I'm gonna speed it up again, just cause you know, save your time and save myself time. So.
Some in the Senate are known to have lavish tastes. These men remember with fondness those who help fund such tastes. Perhaps your decision is wise and courageous, or foolhardy.
So yeah, I decided to just say fuck Rome. I don't want them to be giving me gifts. Now if they wanted to be trade allies, yeah, that's different. I'd work with them on that, but I don't need them to be buying me like with little gifts. Um, I just was like, nope. So I decided against it, even though it was tempting. But it was only 750 gold, and I'm like, I could wipe my ass with that. But yeah, so that was kind of my thinking along those lines for what that decision lied in. Like I said though, eventually if they came popping with the trade offer, I'd look at that because I do want to get my economy going. So the Senate side of the game is something I'm still not too well versed with yet. I'm not sure how to use the strengths of it, and I'm not sure what the weaknesses are. So I'm still figuring that out. As you can tell, I'm just kind of pondering what my options are for this, but yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing here in this little snippet. So right now, it's looking beautiful. We got our nice little full cut of land. We ain't dividing it up no more. And as you can see, we do have quite a few neighbors. I don't like being in the middle of a party all the time, but in this case, as long as I make them respect me, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. And that's kind of my goal right now, is to build my nation's power and to gain the respect of my neighbors. I want them to either love me or fear me. And so that's gonna be the goal in the next little bit here. So now the full weight of my consequences of neglecting my country while I was at war is coming at full stead. My people are pissed. They're not happy. It's getting it's getting better, I think. It's not, at least we're not at war anymore. So that was the main thing that really hurtled everything down, but we're still at a very awkward stage with their people, but they will come back around, I promise. Once I get the ball rolling and I get some trade alliances steaming here in the future, uh, they're gonna love me again. But it's just gonna take time. I did kind of, if I could go back, I would have done that a lot differently. But it is what it is now, and so that's one of my main focuses as well, is getting my people's hearts back. I need the neighbors'
Oh my
respect,
god, it's public orders.
At your command.
Sure.
and yes, I am not liking it. But hey, tough lesson, but it's a lesson nonetheless. So now I'm pretty much just trying to get some money rolling. And I'm trying to also get friendly with my neighbors. Which looking back at the footage now, I don't think going for trade agreements with your neighbors is probably the economically wise decision, because I found out, oh yeah, they're probably going to be buying the same shit at the same prices I am, and they're also going to be doing a lot of similar other economy things. So, uh, I need to stick to just keeping trades with people that are somewhat far away. But I don't know. That's just my thought process on it. I could be wrong, but I just think that's why this wasn't working out. But yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. I eventually just offer money to this guy here because, like I said, I'm just trying to win some favors like Rome tried to do with me, essentially. So now I'm dabbling with the technology tree, and I end up investing in the engineering. Uh, my train of thought on this whole thing is good for trading, but also I want people to be educated, and I also want
Cool.
a good mix of smart tactitional army generals and stuff like that. So I want advanced civilization. So that's kind of my main thought process as I go and pick out these new technologies to discover. I'm sure some of you all might think my method of what I'm picking probably doesn't make sense, and for all I know, it probably doesn't. But that's just I don't know any better. So until I figure that out, it's just kind of the decisions I'm making. But so yeah, we went with engineering for now. So these people were pushing me for some money. And I went with it because they are my neighbor, and I don't want them to be fucking with me right now. I've had a campaign in the past
Yeah,
where
I'm fucking all for it.
I really just kind of ignore the signs of angry neighbors, and the next thing I know, I got like 4,000
Obedience to the
dudes
rule of
knocking at
your
my door.
faction is measured in public order.
So we're
If
trying not to
unhappiness
do that.
outweighs happiness
And
and
boy,
is
look
left
at that public
unchecked for a
order.
long time,
Whew.
it can lead to rebellion.
That is
Keep
a
taxes at reasonable
nightmare.
levels. Maintain sufficient
I
food
I
levels
I don't
and garrison
know.
armies in settlements if
I
necessary
honestly
to
didn't
stop
know it
low
was that
public
bad at
order
this point.
bubbling over into insurrection.
But still, our choices got to this point, and so we're gonna have to figure it out. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be working on here in the next little snippet. So yeah, I decided I'm gonna start taxing these guys again. I gave them a little tax break. I decided we can't afford to be nice anymore, and you know what? They're just gonna have to either try to rebel, or they're gonna have to start giving me some copper, cause this nation don't run on just dreams and beliefs. We gotta actually make things
Terrain and
happen. So
settlements that are known to your faction, but to which you
yeah.
have no line of sight, are covered by
So I'm just gonna start focusing on making some agreements here. Um, I don't have a lot of luck, especially with my neighbors
You
nearby.
are welcome.
I do end
Although
up
my
scoring
ancestors
a
and people
couple of
respect
trade
you,
agreements with some
I thank
faraway
you for the offer. We are not
friendlies.
wet nurses for
But
weaklings.
yeah, so at the end of the day, I'll take this win. But I was a little disappointed. I wasn't able to get the ball rolling on any military alliances or any alliances in general.
This is fair to
Um,
my people.
but
All
we
that's
got
left is to
non-aggression
drink until
pacts
we
with
roll
all these
beneath the
guys, and so
benches.
we're not doing too bad. So, uh, but yeah, this summarizes kind of the next like 5-10 minutes here. But I'm gonna speed it up just to get the ball rolling a little bit.
use the space bar
So
to
I
speed
end
up
up
the movement of all
getting
characters,
the
armies or
opportunity
fleets on the
to show
campaign
up
map.
to a rival's
Press the
banquet,
space bar
and
again to
you
slow
bet
them
your
down
sweet
again.
ass I showed up with grace, and I'm the bigger man in this one. But I do like the way I want to appear like I'm not afraid of my people. So like if you got something to say, just let me know. So that was my main thought there, and the technology we got 'em brewing, we got our engineering done, so now it's time to decide on what we're gonna kind of dive into next. So we're really getting that rolling. I do think it's safe to say we're one of the more advanced technologies. And yeah, so it looks like we're gonna start working on our markets a little bit now, and that will take probably a good handful of turns to get through that. But yeah, so So this is what I like to see. I'm getting a lot of other countries coming to me for non-aggression pacts and trade agreements, and I love seeing it. That means they're taking me seriously, and I like
Every army,
the
fleet, or agent can
recognition of
reveal
my
information about
legitimacy.
rival armies,
That means I'm
fleets,
doing
and
things
settlements
right.
in their immediate
Um,
proximity.
so yeah, that's kind of where we're getting close to the end of this episode on. Um, things aren't pretty yet, but they're looking not terrible. We're shaping it up, and in this next episode, we're gonna be just striking more at getting the undergrounds working again. Uh, so I probably won't be doing too many more battles for a little bit, anyways. I'm not planning on expanding yet. But I will be building up my army and getting that set up once I get my economy kind
Mm-hmm.
of floating again. So yeah, that's gonna end episode 3. Uh, we're gonna hit episode 4 here sometime this week here. I'll be posting that. So make sure to follow up for more. And hopefully you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.